In my case, I joined Freepik back in 2022, and overall I've withdrawn about... Hey everyone, today we're gonna talk about how to become a Freepik contributor so you can start and earn some extra cash. If you are a person that does their own graphics, vectors, PSD files, photos or videos, you can start earning passive income through the Freepik contributor profile. Spoiler alert, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It actually takes some time for you to start earning money, but it's a nice thing to have because you can earn some extra income on the things that you've already created. If you register with my link and you get approved, I will earn a small percentage of whatever you're getting, so it will help me out a lot. This video is not sponsored by Freepik. I am a contributor on the platform, but they're not paying me to make this video. Okay, so what exactly is Freepik Contributor Program? Freepik is one of the biggest websites where people download design assets like icons, vector graphics, illustrations, mockups, videos and more. As a contributor, you upload your own creative work. Every time someone downloads your resource, you earn a small royalty. Think of it like having your own stock photo or design store. You upload all of your assets, but Freepik handles all the marketing, licensing and distribution. So you just have to upload, tag your work and wait for the downloads. I have my laptop here, so I'm gonna talk about how to register, how to upload your first files and what helped me get my first downloads to start. And I will share my tips and tricks on how to tag your work and how to get those first downloads. Alright, let's set up your account. Go to contributor.freepik.com and click join now. You can use the link down in the description below. I will get a small percentage of whatever you earn when you get approved. Enter your email and create a password. Then check your inbox. You will need to verify your email before continuing. Remember, once you choose the name, you cannot change it later. So be careful when choosing the login details. Once you're logged in, fill out your profile with your name and if you want a portfolio link. There's a bunch of stuff that you can fill out, but you can always fill it out later. And now it's very important for you to know that there is something called tax residency and it will be different in every country. So, Freepik is located in Spain. If you don't want them to take a chunk of your earnings for taxes, you have to fill in a tax residency certificate. You'll have to ask your own government how to take care of the tax residency certificate, so please check out your local government sites, because if you don't, Freepik might withhold a small percentage of your earnings depending on your country's tax treaty with Spain. It is super important to fill it out correctly, so check your country's tax documents and consult their guide in the help center. Once you've got that done, you're ready to start uploading. You can also sign an extra document with Freepik that gives you 3 months to fill in the tax residency, because I know in some countries it takes some time to get that certificate. Your very first upload to Freepik is gonna be a bit different from the ones that you can do later once you're already approved. To get started, Freepik asks new contributors to upload between 100 and 200 files. That sounds like a lot. The thing is that with the new AI updates, it's really hard for them to check the value of the work that you're uploading. But if you already have done some graphic design and if you have some elements that you've already designed, it's not that hard to actually find between 150 and 200 files. Let's say you've done a set of arrows, or maybe you went into a forest and you've done a bunch of photos. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's meant to help them evaluate your style, quality and consistency before approving your account. It is important that you can mix different files. It doesn't have to be the same type of file. So it can be vector graphics, it can be mockups, it can be PSD files, it can be videos or photos. As long as they meet the technical requirements, you're fine. You can read about the requirements on their website. They have a great list with examples, so you can follow through and for sure you're gonna get approved. What I would say is that you shouldn't upload just random designs. If you have a clear theme or there's a consistency within your designs, you're gonna get approved faster. You need to remember to add accurate keywords and tags. Freepik will help you with those, but remember, the keywords and the title is how other people find your work, so they need to be as accurate as possible. I'm gonna go through how the process of uploading looks like with an example. So you have to click on Upload Files on your contributor profile, and then you have to either drag your files or click Browse to upload them. Remember that the file name has to match the preview file name. So if you're uploading vector files or PSD files, there needs to be a preview file for that. And the name needs to be exactly as the name of the actual file. If there's any problems with your files at this point, Freepik will flag them, so you will see a bright red cross here, and then you will see what's the problem with the file. If there's no problems with the file, you can see uploaded files, and you can see that they're now in the upload section right here on the left. And now if I click on it, I can see that the title is the title that I added. When I save the file, I can change it here, and I can add keywords, which is very important because that's how people will find that file when they search for it. So as you can see, Freepik already added some words because now they have this AI feature that actually scans whatever you're uploading. And if you name your file not with just numbers but with something that is actually on the artwork, it will be easier for Freepik to find keywords that are appropriate. If you want to add more keywords, you can do that here. So let's say I'm gonna add vector to it, a vector illustration, and now I added a keyword, and I can change the title, let's say, and once everything is done, you can see that there's like a little tick here, so everything with the file is good, and you can submit the files. And you will get an email with an information that your file has been submitted correctly. Once you submit your first uploads, it goes into review. This can take a few days, sometimes a bit longer, but once it's approved, your account is officially active. I would say what typically gets downloaded is partially done vector graphics or photos that you can edit. So think about who's the user that you're trying to sell to. For example, I do mostly vector graphics, and I'm thinking of other graphic designers. If they need to create a quick mock-up or maybe create some sort of a design, they're gonna use assets. You're not designing from scratch. If you need an arrow, if you need a speech bubble, or maybe you need a already set layout. Now let's talk about money, the part everyone's curious about. Freepik pays you based on downloads. Every time someone downloads your file through the subscription system, you earn a small royalty. Payments are made once you reach the minimum threshold, which is either 50 euros or 25 US dollars. You can get paid via PayPal or Payoneer depending on your country. In my case, I joined Freepik back in 2022, and overall I've withdrawn about 100 euros. Before you click off the video, let me talk about how many assets did I have before. Back in 2022, I had around 25 assets, and I don't think they were that good. The thing is, the more assets you have, the more likely something's gonna get downloaded. So if you have more assets, there's a more likelihood that you're gonna earn money. The quality of your files matters a lot, because when you think about it, you also wouldn't download something that doesn't look that good, right? For me, it's not a get-rich scheme, it's a long-term commitment that I'm trying to get more and more out of. The great part is, once you've uploaded your files, they stay on there and they can get downloaded at any time. So you can keep earning passively. You don't have to babysit anything. You upload it, you tag it, you send it, it gets approved, and you don't have to think about it ever again. It's passive income. With my journey, I didn't always have the time to create something new. So whatever I'm uploading that month, that's it. If I don't have time, I'm not gonna make myself do more work than I already have. So since starting in 2022, I've uploaded 250 files. It's not a lot. Back then, the requirements were less. I think I had to upload around 20 or 25 files to get started, but that was the times before AI. So it was easier to get in, but now it's as easy as it was. Now I'm trying to build out my portfolio, and I can see that the more files I have, the more downloads I get. I am going to be totally honest here. This is the graph of my downloads. So as you can see, once I started posting more files, the graph is going up. And here is the amount of money that I got for the downloads. It is a numbers game, so the more you have, the more you're gonna earn. And the income varies depending on what time of the year it is, what is happening on the website. They also change their subscription policy throughout the years, so that's why the income varied a lot. Each month it's not that big of a sum, but it does add up, which is super nice. And also, if I skip a month and don't upload anything, it's still fine because my account is still active. It's not like something that I have to keep working on, it's something that I can keep working on. I feel like when I first started uploading, I didn't have that many ideas and it was hard for me to actually start. You can always search a tag and see what's already in there and create your own version of it. For example, let's search hearts. As you can see, there's a bunch of hearts on the website, so maybe this is not a good search. But if you search something more specific, like a specific animal or some niche, there will be less assets, so you're more likely to have your asset downloaded. How do I create my graphics? I usually go to search on Freepik, what's trending. Once you have your contributor profile, you can go through the trending tab and it will tell you what people are downloading, what is the next big day that is coming. So for example, if Halloween is coming, I know that I should probably upload something related to Halloween because people are gonna be downloading that. You can also go on Pinterest and look for inspiration there and just create something that is your own version of something that other people can use. So by now I have uploaded 250 files, but that has been over time. As you can see on the top here, these are my most downloaded files and assets. And you can see that there is a bit of a theme there. People download the more abstract stuff. And some of them I uploaded in 2022, 2023, 2024. There is no rule for that. And as I've been uploading over the years, I can see that the more assets you have, the more likely something's gonna get downloaded. So actually having that 150 to 200 files at the beginning, it's a very good jumpstart. It is not an instant money machine, but it's a great way to build passive income with the work that you already done or you already have. If you are a designer or photographer, it's a no-brainer to give it a try. Upload your first files, get approved, and just keep building that portfolio over time. And that's it. That's how you become a Freepik contributor from start to finish. If you found this video helpful, click the thumbs up and subscribe for more passive income tips. And if you decide to join Freepik, you can use my referral link down in the description below. Every click helps.